Awesome. Hey, thank you, sir. I'm Lieutenant Rounds. I'm here to talk to you today about Army ROTC at UNM. I have a unique perspective of actually graduating from West Point back in 2018 and now teaching at ROTC 4 years later. Slide, please. So, kind of highlighted by already by the Air Force Academy, 70% of the officers in the Army each year come from ROTC. So that's the vast majority of those who actually commission. UNM is about a mid-sized program amidst that for the ROTC programs. We have the opportunity at UNM to have like an incredibly diverse set of cadets coming through that can become officers. Slide. So similar to the Air Force ROTC program, the Naval ROTC program, going through Army ROTC, you can get essentially a free ride for going to college. We provide a stipend per semester, as well as tacking that on to any other scholarships that you may have received within the state. Most of our cadets, once they get contracted, either in the second semester of their freshman year or the first semester of their sophomore year, are making money with each semester they're at in college. So while you're not coming in thinking that you're going to get everything paid for, by the time that you graduate, you'll be actually pocketing money and not having to work a second job to go to school. So that's a benefit that ROTC provides. Next slide, please. Similar to any of the other commissioning sources, we're looking for the same things. We're looking for scholar, athlete leaders. So we're looking for people with that strong academic background who performed well in high school, looking for people that participate in high school sports, were in their JROTC program, and looking for community leaders who are involved in their student government, being the captains of their teams. So we want a well-rounded candidate to come and be a cadet UNM ROTC. Next slide. So I know Major Gilbert talked about the basic branches that were offered coming out of West Point, which are all still viable career paths for people commissioning from the UNM Army ROTC. But a thing that I want to hit on that's specific to commissioning from ROTC in the Army is you have a wider variety of things you can go into in terms of grad school. Biggest one being that you can commission into the reservist or the National Guard. So for those of you who want to stay in New Mexico after you graduate from college or want the opportunity to serve in your state, we have that. So I would say about 25 to 30% of our commissioning cadets actually commission into the National Guard. They serve in their state, they stay connected to their families, and they give back to the community that helped them out. Same thing with the reservist. In terms of other opportunities, you have nursing, which you don't have as an opportunity coming out of West Point. So we currently have 3 nursing students in the program who will commission as nurses in the Army, and they have their nursing school paid for in conjunction with their participation. You also have ed delay, which means that upon graduating from UNM, you can go into medical school, dental school, veterinarian school, law school, and seminary, to name a few. You can also become an occupational therapist or physical therapist in the Army. Contrary to West Point, where you can only go to medical school upon commissioning, we have the ability to fill out the rest of all those specialties in the Army. So if you want to do the ed delay and go to law school right after graduation, you have the ability to do that through ROTC. Next slide. A big difference between us and the West Point is the fact that we do have an actual college experience that is, not as structured as West Point provides. Students can work jobs in college. They're not regulated in terms of when they have to be in their room at night. They have the ability to partake in a variety of extracurricular activities, and they're able to go home at any point that they want. So kind of what you gain from going to UNM, participating in ROTC, is that little extra bit of freedom that you may not have if you go to West Point. We still have a lot of the same extracurriculars in terms of participating in physical training. We send cadets to the Baton Death March down in White Sands every year. We still have color guard and we have recruiting events. So it's still a very involved Corps of Cadets, but you're able to have a life outside of the Corps of Cadets. And I think that's something that a lot of our cadets enjoy. And if you're looking for that balance of, personal freedom along with the military experience, ROTC at UNM really provides that. Next slide. And you can see here some of the extracurricular opportunities. We still have a lot of the summer training events. We send cadets to Air Assault School. We send cadets to Airborne School. We have cadets doing summer training opportunities at Fort Knox, shadowing lieutenants throughout the U.S. Army. And we still provide all the same things that West Point provides. We just have a different flair coming from New Mexico. Our graduates still go and post all the different bases around the world. They can go into any of the branches. You just have a little bit of a different experience as you go through there. If I got nothing else, I'll pass it on to the Naval Academy, and I'll put my information in the chat box.